Safety first, power down for protection. When working with electrical equipment, especially something as complex and potentially dangerous as an AC unit, safety should always be your #1 priority. Ensuring that you take the necessary precautions can prevent accidents and injuries. Replacing an AC compressor is a big job. It involves handling various components and dealing with electrical connections. This is not a task to be taken lightly, and it requires a good understanding of the system and the right tools. It's important to be safe. Wearing the appropriate safety gear, such as gloves and goggles, is essential. These items protect you from potential hazards like electrical shocks, sharp edges, and debris. Always turn off the power to your AC unit before you start. This is a critical step that cannot be overlooked. Working on an AC unit while it is still powered can lead to severe electrical shocks or even electrocution. This is the most important step. Ensuring that the power is completely off before you begin any work on your AC unit is crucial for your safety and the safety of those around you. Find the breaker box for your house. The breaker box is usually located in a utility room, basement, or garage. It houses the circuit breakers that control the electrical flow to different parts of your home. Locate the breaker that controls your AC unit. Switch it off. The breaker for your AC unit should be clearly labeled. If it is not, take the time to identify it correctly to avoid turning off the wrong circuit. This will prevent electrical shocks. Turning off the breaker ensures that no electricity is flowing to the AC unit, making it safe to work on. Now locate the disconnect box for your AC unit. The disconnect box is an additional safety feature that allows you to cut off power directly at the unit. This is usually a metal box near the unit. Open the box carefully. Inside, you will find a switch or handle that controls the power supply to the AC unit. Look for a switch or handle that can be turned off. This switch is an additional layer of protection, ensuring that the unit is completely powered down. Turn it off to disconnect the power supply to the unit. This step is crucial for ensuring that no electricity is flowing to the unit while you work on it. This is an extra layer of safety. Double-checking that the power is off at both the breaker box and the disconnect box ensures that you are taking all necessary precautions. Double-check that the power is off. Use a multimeter or another testing device to confirm that there is no electrical current flowing to the unit. This step is essential for your safety. Try turning on your AC unit. It shouldn't turn on. This is a simple way to verify that the power is indeed off. If the unit does not turn on, you can proceed with your work. If it does, don't proceed. If the unit turns on, it means that the power is still flowing to the unit and it is not safe to work on it. Call a qualified electrician to check your wiring. If you are unable to turn off the power to the unit, or if you are unsure about any step in the process, it is best to call a professional. Safety should always be your top priority. Taking the time to follow these steps and ensure that the power is off before you begin working on your AC unit can prevent accidents and injuries. Always prioritize safety over speed or convenience. Gearing up, tools and materials for the job. When it comes to HVAC repair, having the right tools and materials is absolutely essential. Not only does it make the job easier, but it also ensures that the work is done safely and efficiently. Before you begin, gather your tools and materials. This preparation step is crucial. It saves you time and helps you avoid unnecessary interruptions. Imagine being in the middle of a repair and realizing you're missing a critical tool. That's a scenario you definitely want to avoid. Having everything ready will make the job go smoother. A well-organized workspace can significantly enhance your efficiency. Lay out your tools in a logical order so you can easily grab what you need without having to search for it. You'll need basic hand tools like wrenches, screwdrivers and pliers. These are the bread and butter of any HVAC technician's toolkit. They are versatile and can be used for a variety of tasks, from loosening bolts to tightening screws. A refrigerant recovery machine is essential for safely handling the refrigerant. This machine allows you to recover and recycle refrigerant, which is not only good for the environment, but also a legal requirement in many areas. You'll also need a vacuum pump to remove air and moisture from the system. Air and moisture can cause significant damage to an HVAC system, so it's crucial to remove them before adding new refrigerant. Safety glasses and gloves are crucial for protecting yourself. HVAC work can be hazardous, and personal protective equipment, PPE, is your first line of defense against potential injuries. Don't forget a new AC compressor compatible with your system. The compressor is the heart of the AC unit, and having a compatible one ensures that your system runs efficiently. Make sure you have refrigerant specifically designed for your AC unit. Using the wrong type of refrigerant can cause serious damage to your system and may void your warranty. A leak detector comes in handy to check for any refrigerant leaks after the repair. Leaks can lead to inefficiencies and environmental harm, so it's important to ensure that your system is leak-free before completing the job. Finally, always review a checklist before starting your work. This ensures that you haven't missed any critical tools or materials. A thorough review can save you from potential headaches down the line. After the job is done, take the time to clean up your workspace. A tidy work area not only looks professional, but also makes it easier to find your tools for the next job. Plus, it's a good habit that promotes safety and efficiency. With the right tools and materials and a bit of preparation, you're well on your way to a successful HVAC repair. Remember, the key to a smooth job is being well prepared and organized. Happy repairing. Disconnecting power, double-checking for safety. We can't stress safety enough. Before you touch any wires, double-check the power is off. Use a voltage meter to test the wires leading to the compressor. The meter should read 0 volts. This confirms there's no electrical current. If you're not comfortable working with electricity, stop here. Call a licensed electrician. It's better to be safe than sorry. Accessing the compressor. Opening up the system. Now it's time to access the compressor. Consult your AC unit's manual for its specific location. You'll likely need to remove some access panels to reach it. Use caution as you remove panels, as they may be heavy. Set the panels aside in a safe place to avoid damage. Once the panels are removed, you'll see the compressor. It's usually a large cylindrical component. Section 5. Recovering refrigerant. Handling it responsibly. Before disconnecting anything, you need to recover the refrigerant. This is like a crucial step to protect the environment. Connect the refrigerant recovery machine to the AC unit's service ports. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for your specific machine. The recovery machine will extract the refrigerant from the system. Never vent refrigerant into the atmosphere. It's illegal and harmful to the ozone layer. Section 6. Disconnecting the old compressor wires and lines. Once the refrigerant is recovered, you can disconnect the old compressor. Start by disconnecting the electrical wires. Take a picture of the wiring before disconnecting. This will help you during reinstallation. Label each wire with masking tape and a marker. This ensures you reconnect them correctly later. Disconnect the refrigerant lines carefully, using wrenches to loosen the fittings. Section 7. Out with the old, removing the compressor safely. In this section, we will guide you through the essential steps to safely remove an old compressor from your air conditioning unit. This process requires careful attention to detail and the right tools to ensure everything is done correctly. First, make sure the power to the unit is completely turned off to avoid any electrical hazards. With the power off, you can begin by disconnecting the wires and lines from the compressor. Use the appropriate tools to carefully disconnect the AC lines, ensuring you do not damage any connections. Once the wires and lines are disconnected, you can focus on the mounting of the compressor. Depending on the specific unit you're working with, the compressor may be bolted down or mounted on rubber feet. Take a close look to determine how it is secured. If the compressor is bolted down, you will need to use a wrench to loosen and remove the bolts. Make sure to keep track of all the bolts and washers as you remove them, as you will need them when installing the new compressor. If the compressor is mounted on rubber feet, you can carefully lift and pull the compressor out of the unit. Be sure to lift it evenly to avoid putting unnecessary strain on any of the surrounding components. Throughout this process, it is crucial to be mindful of the surrounding components. Inspect the area around the compressor to ensure that no other parts are damaged or disturbed. Working cautiously will help prevent any additional repairs and ensure a smooth installation of the new compressor. Section 8. Prepping for the new compressor. A clean installation. Before installing the new compressor, prepare the mounting area. Clean any dirt or debris from the area. Inspect the mounting surface for any damage. If the old compressor had rubber feet, inspect them for wear and tear. Replace them if necessary. A clean and level mounting area will ensure the new compressor sits properly.